Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Border Kingdoms Adventures. We aren't playing Baldur's Gate now. Woo! Real D&D. This is your one place to find all of your D&D wants and needs. And last game of the year, because it is in fact New Year's Eve, and we are playing D&D still, even if our ranger forgot and went out. So. With that, we are officially, unofficially brought to you by Liquid Death. We are going with the severed line because I've been beating into the ground the dead billionaire, formerly known as the Armless Palmer. So here's a little ASMR, a little bit better ASMR because it's all sparkly. That didn't sound very crispy. Anyways, that's okay. With that, all right. When last we left off, the group had been making their way out of Zephyra, heading back down the mountains, and making their way back towards Drinna. The goal to stop by the goblin encampment uh, with a contingent from the city of Zephyra to discuss recognizing them as an official city, and helping them to build that city. Additionally, getting any members of the Goblin encampment that are looking to take up a life of adventure and taking them along with you potentially as some aid in testing the waters, figuratively and literally, around the area of Drenna. Um, which means you will be joining your ally, he says questionably, of Perrin Brill, the blood hunter that lives north of Drinna, because she is the one that has the most history annoying this Moon Maiden, Lady of the Lake, or as Auntie Mela likes to call her, the hag that stole my ancestral home. So, uh, she's going to take you out, lead you out there, do a little exploratory thing, and see if you can handle yourselves against the protections that the lady in the middle of the lake sends out, or as at least one aquatic ogre, one marrow that you had encountered, had referred to her as mother. So, with that, oh yeah, and you encountered yet another explosion of the rainbow winds coming
Oh,
down
that
from
was
the rift.
that was fun.
Right. It has altered one of you by changing your eye color and making it so that your vision is much sharper now. And then it messed up another one of you. Who is the one that got messed up? I
I
don't.
got the vision problem.
I thought one of you got messed up and got cursed, didn't you? I don't know. I don't have it written down here. Maybe not. Who knows? So there you go. Um, but I'll watch the back episode, which you
Somebody
can
did
find
get
on YouTube.
cursed, but
Huh?
I think they got lesser restoration or something. Something cured them, or it wore off.
Oh,
Was that our blood hunter?
I think that no, I think that was
I'll be honest, I don't
I
remember
think it
if it
was
was
Haley.
me.
I think it was Haley. One of you
I
was
think it was.
cursed from the first encounter and got it removed when you were in Zephyra. So,
Yeah, I've got my notes.
anyways, with that said, all right, we are back in the full swing of things, in theory. Oh, hey, a 10 stream watch streak. Let's go ahead and post that out because uh, I made a mistake. I had a really long streak going, and then I logged in as the actual account as opposed to my personal account. I'm like, no. I've broken my streak. Anyways, so with that, um, you are in the way of traveling down there. Your current allies that you have uh, brought over to your side of things to help uh, in the lake are Aethor, who is the goblin scout that led you up the mountain to Zephra. He has uh, he has agreed to continue on with you and go into the lake. Um, the Rock, uh, otherwise known as Dwayne Johnson, the Goliath that is joining from Zephra, uh, and is a member of the Arashari tribe, but not a druid, a guardian of the druids. And his task is to guard Kira, the tiefling druid that is accompanying you as she begins on her Aramente for the Ashari. So you've got a tiefling druid, a Goliath fighter, probably, and a goblin scout that has joined your group of folks that will be adding on to the other blood hunter that will travel with you onto the lake. You take your time to head out. Um, it was going to be probably a few days travel to get from the lower portion of the mountain to the goblin settlement, and in the course of those few days, you travel fairly uneventfully. It appears that whatever sorts of creatures, bandits, brigands, and whatnot that have been stirred up by your recent moving through the area has calmed down since the mountaintop exploded and spat out chaos juice at them. So, seems like everybody's hunkering down and deciding not to pop out and catch a rainbow in the face. So, uh, you spend a few days, taking your time. Um, you do not see any evidence of the rainbow winds other than kind of the aftermath. One of the things that you see is that as you get to the lower elevations, a tree looks like it has become animated by exposure. And to the extent that it has not only got a face, but the branches kind of have a bit of a sparkle or a glitter to them, and they are
Oh.
swatting things that get too close to it.
Oh my gosh, I wish our druid was here.
Lindsay,
I
we
will summon.
cannot hear you.
No, you
I have
can't
no
hear me
idea what
now.
happened to your microphone.
I can hear
I
you.
can hear her just fine.
I can hear her. Or do you have us
Hold
muted?
on. Can is or is it just
You have
me?
us muted.
Hear
Did
me,
you
I
mute
can't
us?
Joe.
hear anybody.
Did
Muted
you
us.
mute us?
It's is it your old
Wait a
age?
minute.
I can hear everybody just fine.
I can hear you.
All
Scared the
right.
crap
Nope,
out of me.
that's
First,
not
my
it. Nope.
picture wasn't working. Somebody else say something.
Wobble, 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 wobble.
Uh-oh. Nope. This is my headset, which is weird.
You did it. You.
Mm-hmm.
Those headset went south.
All right.
Wait, does that mean everybody else could?
One second. All right. Let's try that. Got nothing. Got nothing. Output device. I think I know what the problem might be. Control V. Why is that not working? Do 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 do. Great. My computer's not recognizing the headset. Well, hell. Let's see what else. What options do I have here? Yep, that's still dead. These are brand new headphones, too. This is just annoying. All right, that's going. You can hear that. Now I just need to. Nope, that's not it. All right. There we go. So these are brand new. Uh, it doesn't actually unplug. It is not a hands-free thing, so it is literally hardwired in, so it does not unplug. Yeah, no, it's got no. Nope. The microphone doesn't unplug. Nope. Oh no, you've been talking on the stream. You're welcome, internet. Brought to you by janky ass headphones. Yep. Is it? Because druids are used to talking to trees. In fact, one of the best conversations that the wind speaker of the Arashari has had was with the sun tree in Whitestone. I am not entirely sure. Maybe. So, it is not an abomination. It is, and you actually, you have no actual knowledge that this thing talks. It just has got a face. You're and you are thinking that trees, even animated trees, walk quickly. They do not. If you're talking a traditional animated tree or a treant, they are quite slow in their goings ons. They don't have to rest as frequently. If you wish, if you wish, or you can attempt to get closer and see if it is actually a tree that speaks. It doesn't. You have not seen it move other than swatting at things that get close to it. Uh, you're not sure. It's swatting like birds away from it, squirrels. The cat in the tree. So you make your way up, and the tree doesn't take much notice of you. It does look like when you were close up to it, um, the tree itself was looking around. Closer you got to it, the closer you got to it, you noticed that the eyes seem to be working eyes, disturbingly human-looking eyes. In fact, large, but they are fleshy eyeballs. You're not sure if it's a dude got turned into a tree or a tree got slowly transitioned into a dude. That's a nature check. That's not a perception check. Uh, nearest you can tell it's an elm tree. Crampons. Um, the the eyeballs are distinctly human. Obviously, with a full face, it looks like it has a mouth. Um, it is not necessarily talking right now, but that doesn't mean that it can't talk. Um, the tree itself, where the face has appeared, it looks like where there would be a naturally occurring like blemish on the tree from where a branch was knocked down by wind or a lightning strike or something has molded into this feature. The foliage in it is where things start to get weird. It has got it's got kind of an oily residue type thing. It's got that glisten to it that looks like multicolored gradient. She, Kira. Kira looks at it and says, I think so. I suppose. I suppose this is part of the travels of the Aramente. Yes, I can do this. I can do this. And um, the Rock walks up with her because he's not about to let this, in essence, teenage girl go up there and just get swatted by this tree without some form of protection. So he goes up and is walking up with her, and so she walks up and addresses the tree and says, "Excuse me, it appears that you've woken. Is can you tell me how this happened to you? It seems it may have been a recent development." And the tree's face considers her, and its mouth opens up and it begins to speak. Those of you with a 15 or so passive perception um, will notice the fact that that the mouth is a very human-like mouth on the inside. Like there's a fleshy tongue, there are teeth, um, so it kind of matches the eyes, and says, "Oh, greetings, druid. I can tell you're a druid." And she goes, "Yes, I'm a member of the Arashari, just up the mountain. Can you tell me? Do you have a name?" "I am Kira of the Arashari." And he considers her and says, "Oh, it is good to meet you, Kira of the Arashari. I I'm not sure if I have a name. I don't remember anything past a couple suns ago." "Rainbow wind. Yes, that came through here. It was warm. A warm wind down the mountain. That's a new one for me. It's usually quite a brisk wind coming down the mountain. But that one heated me up, thawed me out, and woke me up. Well, mostly woke me up." And he just kind of sways in place. He's like, "I can't really move, but I am here. Now, if I could just keep those rancid little sky rats from sitting in my branches and pooping, well, then I'd be quite pleased. It's not that bad, don't you know? But they've been doing it so often. I've been kind of happy to shoo them away." And then a bird starts to fly and it swats it away. Oh, it's mostly just the little fluffy ones that are around here, but occasionally some of the swamp rats come in. They appear to be more along the lines of small songbirds. They aren't ravens. They are not crows. They are not gulls. Although he does say that gulls come by from time to time from the swamp and close to the bay, but not often. Hmm. Yep. Um, they're not much for birds that are around. Like it appears he's kind of chased off most of the birds that were annoying him, but occasionally one will come in, and um, you, you think it's after you start speaking into the air, it's hard to tell, but you think that they're slowing down in their frequency of coming around. So you think that what you said probably met with some agreement. And the tree says, "Oh, I do appreciate that. It's not that I want to begrudge them a place to live, but at the same time, there are plenty of trees that, well, aren't as ambulatory as I am. I should have a choice, and they should ask my permission. No, it's not my fault they can't talk." Henry Crabgrass says. Anyways, okay, all right. I don't seem to be able to walk. Not yet, anyways. Someday, maybe. I have heard of trees that have awakened and been given the ability to walk and speak. Usually at the hands of one of your kind. And he kind of motions towards Kira. And, but this is the first one I can remember that just spontaneously happened. So we shall see. Happy birthday! Oh no, I heard if I get woke, I'm gonna go broke. Anyway, never mind. Just as a side note, Game Con still hasn't gone broke. um, a name. A name. Oh, SWAT. I, I'm Peabody. Just glares at Arabella. How about I name you Mulch? Peabody sounds dignified in some strange way. Hmm. Well, Master Peabody seems about too pretentious. Mr. Peabody, though, I I suppose I could be a mister. I do seem to have a very deep voice. Maybe I am a mister. Who knows? Maybe that's just what I get to choose. Not really. Not really. I mean, things to fertilize the soil about me are always good, but that seems to happen naturally. Although I suppose I should allow some of the animals to come in and make their deposits near the base of the tree. So, maybe I'll get lucky and some of these creatures will have gained language much like I have, or a way to communicate. It is possible. I didn't see much before it struck me and made things happen. There are fair number of trees nearby. The lower sections of the mountains um, are speckled with trees. It's not like a dense forest, but there are trees within, a couple dozen feet. Uh, Kira says it is possible, but that magic is beyond my capabilities. Whoa, that's a little forward. He's gonna X card you. Maybe at some point I might get the ability to awaken others, but we'll have to wait and see. It's quite powerful magics that you're talking about, and Kira tells you that it is something that is um, normally only capable from a druid that is well into their aramente. You get the feeling that they need to be somewhere around ninth level to cast a fifth level spell, which is known as Awaken, to allow them to do that. Sure. It is actually not sap. It is the leaves at the tops of the trees have taken on a glint. It just looked like it was a coating, but it is actually embedded into the leaves. It is almost as if the winds have flown through the leaves and established a bit of a mutation of the leaves. They are a leaf on the wind. See how they soar. Indeed. Well, I suppose it's. I should. I should take into consideration that you did ask consent before just grabbing my nuts. Um, and so, yes. Well, I've uh, I've spent a very long time being almost bored. So he uh, he kind of shakes one of his branches And as he does, one of the small bits of it kind of crack and break off that has got a couple of leaves on it and what looks to be like an acorny type seed pod. Um, Welcome to CSI Tal'dorei. You need to get some sunglasses. Wow! All right. So, Mr. Peabody, man, I gotta make note of that. You were about midday when you've stumbled upon Mr. Peabody. Oh, crap! Wow, I just stabbed the hell out of my notebook. That's cool. So, fun story. There's a nice little gash right here from when I dropped the pen. Um, I was reading a book one a year, and this was back when I worked at the UW, and I had to walk a decent distance, and so I'm carrying this book, and it was Redheaded Stepchild by Jay Wells, and as I'm walking to work, this bird dive bombs me and comes straight at my chest, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And so I just took the book and I went, boop, and it, bap, and it swatted the bird, and it veered off, and I looked at it, I'm like, "Damn." Bird left beak marks in my book, and so right where the right like on the shoulder of the figure on the cover, two beak marks. You can see it was opening up its mouth like shit. It's a vampire. And so I went to I think it was I want to say 2010 Romantic Times in Columbus. I brought books with me, and I was telling Jay about the bird. Ah, shit, vampire. And she was kind of laughed at it. And then when I don't know, we were doing a rock band party, and because I was driving there with Robin, and so we brought the rock band and the cupcakes. But she takes a look at the book and she goes, "Holy shit! There's actually beak marks in here!" And took it around and showed everybody the beak marks in the book and signed the book. So, anyways, I think I haven't seen anything from her lately either. Anyways, that was my welcome to book talk. Stick around. All right. Let's see here. Encountered a tree. Named him Mr. Peabody. Anybody that comes and talks in peace and goodwill is welcome beneath my boughs. Yeah. And Kira says, "Well, that is something I am capable of doing." And so she gets out from underneath the boughs of the tree, casts a spell, and as she does, one of these birds that have kind of been flitting in and out of the tree comes down and kind of hops in front of her, and she leans down and she whispers something to the bird. And after she gets done whispering to the bird, it and flies off, and it flies almost in a direct line towards Zephyr. And she says, "It'll go pass the message along to the council in Zephyr. So it'll get to the wind speaker's ears, sure enough. See, that is only a first level spell. Even I can do that. So. And she says, "Well, Mr. Peabody, your presence here shall become known to the Arashari, which means you'll probably get more visitors, more people to talk to. And who knows, maybe one of them will have a bit more strength to get a friend for you. You never know. The wind speaker herself may come down. She has been known to travel from time to time, usually for things with involving her family and friends. But you're close by, and she can move very quickly when she wants to." And he says, "Oh, that would be lovely." Indeed. Well, and you didn't die. But did you die? Um, and with that, he lets you stay as long as you wish. He's welcome for the companionship because he hasn't had anybody to talk to since he's woken up. Um, if you wish, you can camp early. You're you are getting towards early evening, basically. So he offers to let you camp underneath his boughs. That will offer some potential protection. If nothing else, he doesn't sleep, so while he might not necessarily be able to protect you, he could definitely alert you if anybody was to come nearby. I mean, you'll have all of you have mess kits, which will include some type of plate or bowl. She wants to do one of those paper cup bean plants that she did in grade school. I got guppies, and apparently my guppies just decided to have a population explosion, and so we had like 100 guppies and like 20 snails, and then we went on vacation. My aunt was taking care of them, and when we came back, we had significantly less guppies because I think she didn't feed them ever. Yes, well, that's what exactly happened. Is that once they were starving, they started eating each other. Yeah, right. You found a bowl and you just stick the stick in it. You notice that um, as Arabella is doing this, Kira is taking no end of amusement in watching her just like completely fuck it up and go. She just she just kind of gets that look of if you saw a Euro trip that at the Vatican where it's like, oh, you're a very special boy. It's kind of like that. Okay, have a very special day for a very special cleric making a tree. Okay, and then she fixes it. Um, so she does tell you that the leaves are not necessary if you're trying to plant a tree of this. You just need the seed. And so she shows you what you need to do. And so she takes this mug that you've got in your mess kit and goes, "Well, this is almost right." And she flips it over, pours out all the dirt that's in it, and then just sort of goes, "Produce flame," and puts holes in the bottom of it. There, now it'll breathe. And then she takes. She says, "See," and so then she puts in some rocks, and then on top of the rocks she packs in some dirt, and she's like, "It's going to drip. Plants are messy. This is part of taking care of it. Now, if you're going to have this plant, you need to take care of it. You need to water it. You need to feed it. You need to take it out for walks. You need to clean up after it's poopy." And she packs in the dirt and then puts in the little acorn thing and then packs more dirt on top of it and then moistens it up. She says, I will, if you really want this thing to live, I will take you through fertilizing it and trying to make it. And I'm not going to be using any magic. If it lives, it will live because of you. But if it does not, well, then you will have tried. This is going to go so poorly. We'll have to see what happens when the tree actually if it forms and what it forms into. If it becomes just the tree, or if it becomes the tree with a face and is it going to pop up and go "Happy Birthday"? Sure. Give us an Arcana check as you inspect the planted seed pod. No clue. Um, there is a residual magic that is attached to both the seed pod and the leaves. But whether or not that's going to maintain when the tree sprouts, if it sprouts, it's tough to say. But currently, right now, it's got some residual magic to it. Looks like it just looks like a normal seed pod. The leaves have got that glittery look to them. So clearly, magic sight would probably help out with this. A detect magic or something like that. But that is true. I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt. I mean, come on. He is a tree. Of course, he's going to go for the woodwind. Um, oh, well, the flute isn't really a woodwind, but it's close enough. Closer than any of the rest of them are. Well, depending on what substance the flute was made out of, or the lute. So, but he opts for the flute. So you spend your time playing your flute, not very well, but that's okay. He's never heard a flute before, or a lute for that matter. So he's appreciative of the fact that he now has friends, he has a name, and he has enjoyed art. So And as the evening is going on, Aethor is sitting, leaning up against the tree, and he's just shaking his head and he's saying, "Well, this I've seen some strange things in my years, but this kind of takes the cake." And then Peabody goes, "What is this cake you speak of?" And then the goblin goes on a Bubba Gump shrimp style rant of the different types of cakes there are, and it seems that your goblin scout is fond of the Tal'dorei equivalent of baking shows, basically. So exactly, exactly. So yes, at which point long into the night, there is a discussion of the various types of baked goods and sweets. Uh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Where he takes two pieces of bread and puts them up against hers. What do you got now? It's an idiot sandwich. But, anyways, you could basically make up like a tort style of flourless cake. Yeah. 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 You can make the equivalent. Sure. Go ahead and make a cooking utensil check. I tell you what. Take any. Do you have an intelligence based skill that you are trained in, like investigation or something like that? Because just clicking on the tools is just going to spit out what that is. There you go. You actually did an excellent job at it because what's your intelligence? 10? So for your relative skill, you actually come up with a sufficiently appropriate cake. It is sweet. It is you make enough for everybody to have a dessert, and um, with actually having a cake made, you watch as the small branches will pick up the bits of cake, and it puts it in its mouth and chews it when it watches you eat it. Um, not sure if that works this way, but he sees what you're doing and he's mimicking what you're doing. Um, and he's has a look to him as he considers it, and feels you get the feeling that he might actually be tasting the cake and kind of establishing whether or not he likes it. So he'll take the piece of candy. Yep, and he suddenly starts spitting out maple syrup. Anyways, that's not a spigot. Anyways, so yeah, he he seems to appreciate the sweets. The whatever other food that you offer to him, he'll try it. But the cake and the candy, he seems to appreciate the most out of them. So he's just a young tree, so you're literally enticing a child tree with candy. Get into the van. Anyways, want some candy, little tree? But I'm just a sproutling. Well, you don't know. He's got a very deep voice, but he was just born yesterday, literally. Um, I might have been born at night, but I wasn't born last. Oh, wait a minute. I think I was. Um, no, he is quite. He is actually quite old. He is aware of how old he is. He is just aware that he was not aware until a couple days ago. Tonight's stream brought to you by Tylenol because I can't take Advil anymore. All right. Not as much, but as long as it is just a candle, yeah, it does. It does tell you where you can collect up um, uh, applicable wood for putting up a fire, because you did explain to him that you had to cook the cake or bake the cake, so it was going to involve application of heat. So, but he helps you find uh, wood that has already fallen dead and dried out. So, so that you're not like lighting any of his friends on fire to feed him, which he would feel quite guilty about. So, Kira stays up probably way too late talking to Peabody and taking notes. This is a new one for her, and it seems like a good thing for her to make note of for her armament. So that night, as you all sleep, the wind is kept off of you. You are uh, covered by the canopy of Mr. Peabody, and yeah, he keeps you comfortable and safe. Nothing comes around, and he leaves you be. So with that, you leave the next morning. He says goodbye to you, and lets you make your way out of his particular little copse of trees. Um, you travel for another day or so. Again, you don't see anything that other than your average critter life. Small game, um, a couple birds, nothing huge. And Aethor tells you, we are approaching the encampment, and the group that was coming with the couple of people that were coming to establish connection with the settlement, kind of step forward and say, well, then as soon as we get there, you'll have to introduce me and take me to meet the leader of your settlement, so that we might establish a bond quickly, and see what we can do to aid them in forming a more permanent part of our community here on the Lucidian coast. And Aethor says, sure, I'll just take you to give you the introduction, because that's about all I can do. I'm not a talky kind of person. And they, oh, that's quite all right. And as you get closer and come in, you see that they've got kind of patrols set up going around the settlement. the city seems to have grown in the probably what 4 or 5 days, maybe a total of 6 or 7 since you've left. Um, it's the walls are kind of taking more form. They've expanded out the walls to the back portion of it, enclosing in a chunk of valley that leads up to a mountain wall behind them. So it looks like they've, at the very least, enclosed in this space where they anticipate expanding their little settlement, their little village, and in that area right now, looks like they're starting to form up gardens to provide the food that they're going to need, as opposed to stealing it from the merchants that travel the space around the swamp. So seems to be keeping to his word of setting up a proper, productive village, as opposed to continuing on banditish ways. Kids are coming around. They are all starting to take notice of you, and there were apparently stories have been being told about all of the exploits that you have done. Um, some of them seem to be enhanced. You don't remember doing some of the things they're claiming you're doing, but all of them are telling grander and grander stories about your group. And yes, well, you actually brought a diplomat. Well, the Druid and the Goliath came to go with you guys to deal with the lake. There was another diplomat that came with to Orin. Yep, Orin came with you to speak with the goblins about establishing them as a proper member of the Lucidian coast. So, and he's the one that has been meeting with the leader there. So, um, they're in the process of they're talking the entire time that you all are there, whereas you can't go far without having, like I said, kids following you around, especially some of the I don't know, teenager, young adults, age goblins. All of them are looking at trying to join up with you. At least the ones that are following you around. Um, some of them are just excited to see you. They might talk to you and kind of try and touch your gear or whatever, and then off they go. But there are 3 of them that are kind of like the go away kid, you bother me kind of thing, or they're trying to join in on this group. They don't know what to call you because again you have not established the name and been marketing yourselves as a group with a name, but they're all talking about trying to become one of you and you know getting up. It there is almost a precedent being set for it, as you've fed candy to a tree now, and you are all kind of stranger, or you're all at the very least strange. Um, but uh, so you've potentially have 3 goblins that may be willing to join you on the lake. They're green. They're green, figuratively, literally. They are old enough that they can um, venture out on their own. Uh, Not old enough to necessarily be fully established in their adult lives, but old enough to become adventurers. You get the feeling that their intent is that they're going to become adventurers, whether it's with your group or not. Now that said, they may not necessarily get into as significant of stuff as they will with you because you're going out onto Morin Lake. So it is up to you if you want to bring the three of them or not. They are goblins. Um, they have been spending a lot of time working on constructing the wall. So they've got some at least passing familiarity with building. Um, at least one of them tells you that they know how to use a raft because this settlement is on a river, is on a stream that comes down out of the mountains and goes towards the swamp. None of them are using magic currently. It sounds like one of them has got some sort of like almost like a their well, my granddaddy was a shaman, kind of a thing, but nothing where it's like, well, if I point this way and I scream some words, vines pop up and wrap around the. Never mind. All of them have got at least rudimentary training with weapons. Some hunting, things like that. So, if you wish, they at the very least they can help. They can help crew the ship that you're going to be on. Sure, he says, realizing that he did not make names for these three. 1 second. That's where the internet comes to play. All right. You are going to get the names of. One of them is named Tritz. One of them is named Blas. And the other one is named Straz. Straz. Strazz. They're in the Roll20 chat. All right. Sounds Swedish. On our Thursday group, Mark has been mimicking a kind of a Yooperish accent that Nick used for his gnome last campaign that we ran. And I said, the longer this campaign goes on, he's got his Southern Tennessee accent that he normally has. I'm like, the longer this campaign goes on, the more you sound like Mr. Tidwell. And he's like, hey, Mrs. Wiggins, get in here. And then we had to explain it to the young person at the table, the one that wasn't Nick, because he has watched the Carol Burnett show. Anyways, so you have 3 young goblins that have joined your crew, and are going to travel with you. Yep, it's like we're running out of the abyss here. I got 12 NPCs. Yay! So, anyways, you've got 3 goblins. As they are, as you tell them that they can join you and accompany you into your adventure on Moran Lake to try and establish whether or not they can join in on this life of the adventurer. They are ecstatic. Their parents, not so much. Well, here's the thing: they are at that unique age where they're old enough to leave the nest, but aren't necessarily old enough to make the best of decisions. So, um, nope, they are all have got full families, and they have just decided that they want to leave home and see what the life of an adventurer is like. Because they are old enough to make their own decisions, but they are young enough to still look at you all wide eyed as you come into town. Yep, exactly. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm gonna have to figure out what is wrong with my headset soon because this earbud thing is messing with me. All right. They come back with tattoos. Like, oh my god, what did you do? Why did you put it on your lower back? Anyway. I don't know. We just got drunk one night and it happened. I don't know. So, as you take your rest for the evening, late into the night, Oren is speaking with the assembled elders of this village, elders of the village that's been in operation for probably 3 weeks now, uh, and and it when you wake up, um, you see that the that Oren is going around and inspecting what is already set up for this village and advising them on things that they can do to get a prudent garden set up, and and then talking with them plans as far as expanding out. So yeah, they are in the mix of it as you're getting up and getting ready to travel on. And with that, you head out. It takes you a little bit to head out because the families of the 3 goblins that are joined your crew have are seeing them off, and they're sending them off like cookies and things like that. Oh, you're going to get hungry. Yeah, take these. One of only one of the mothers comes up and is going to. Oh, let's see. I'm going to choose one of you. Is going to come up to Mavis, as Mavis is the talky one and the largest of the assembled members of this group, and says, "You make sure my Stas returns to me." Strass. Straz. Straz is a boy. I'm part of engineering. Each of them has got what looks to be like a kind of basic short bow and a long knife, but not quite a dagger, more of a short sword. They are larger than these teenagers are. These are goblins. They are about 4 feet tall at the most, probably three. The gnolls were about 7 feet tall. They could use a long sword like a two-handed sword. They couldn't shoot the bow. Three teenagers in a trench coat with a longbow. You did. You did. And there are. So this was a goblin encampment, and they have attracted in. They've got a few humans that have joined them that can make use of those weapons, as well as there's a couple hobgoblins and bugbears that have joined the assembled crew here. And yeah, yeah. There's um, they've got kind of outfitters there, and you can find a small goblin sized shield for if you just want a wooden shield. Let's see here. You'll find one of them. Oh, so true. So the average shield. So a fully decent shield is going to be about 10 gold. You can find a wooden shield that is going to run you about 5. All right. So dagger, I think, is a gold. Let's see here. Dagger is 2 gold. It's like a silver for a cloak, actually. All right. They are all they are all clay. Um, that's a good question. Uh, they you get the feeling that Trist is going to say that they want to learn how to do magic. All right. So for you to pick up like a, you know, basically like a Moleskine style spell book and a component pouch, you're looking at about 25 gold. Uh, it it is, and this isn't a full spell book. This is kind of the travel version. Um, it- it- yeah. Probably they are the 7 hit point variety. These are not just your non-combatant types that they have been trained to fight. They just haven't actually seen a lot of action because by the time they were about of age to go out and do so, they moved away from being bandits and moved into trying to be civilized people of the Lucidian coast. Excuse me. So they are not. They haven't seen a lot of combats, but they're not just like 3 hit point commoners that are gonna take 1 hit and die. There are 7 hit point goblins that will take 1 hit and probably die. They won't necessarily die. They've got death saves to their name. But Blood Hunter. Um, they consider looking at you and look at Aethor and kind of feel like that's more of their vibe as being like a scout, a rogue, you know, a little bit sneakier and not just up in the front bashing things, but don't seem to have any interest in book learning or any of that like Trix does, and and you get the feeling. Okay, that's 4 gold. He's got a short bow, um, and it looks like he's got leather armor already. Mm-hmm. Okay. That would be about 9 gold. The goblins look at Mavis and go, "Wait, you can't tell us apart." Oh, I'm just anticipating that Emily's trying to create the rescue rangers here. So they're taking the hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. So you're going to teach me how to do things. I like it. All right. So, all right. Things are getting interesting now. I'm going to actually have to like do some work with these. All right. Tough to say. It depends on where his magic goes towards. You're a cleric. He does not. He does not necessarily sound like he is a very pious goblin. He seems more of an arcane type goblin. He seems more martial in his focus. He's bigger than the other two, and so a shield and oh, let's see, one second. Blas was the one that got 4 daggers and a cloak. And Straz, Straz got a dagger and a shield. Mm-hmm. All right. You've got a trio of goblin newbies. Follow you. Yeah, it probably will. Zombie, zombie. Um, he's fine with whatever you all think. Like, if you pay a gold, you can outfit them with a full gear, a different, tunic, cloak, some boots. Hmm. The basic stuff to get them started. So they now actually think that this is the best day ever because they're leaving home, they're becoming adventurers, and you've all hooked them up with cool stuff. Oh man,
Stick and kind of whittle it into a quarterstaff.
Oh, nice. This is an awesome idea. While we're in town, I would like to pick up a bigger pot. Like the next size up pot for this tree that's totally going to grow. Like a proper pot.
Not a cooking pot,
Not a cooking
a
pot. Not
planting
not
pot.
the mug that says like kiss this chef or whatever on it, like a proper like for actual plants with a saucer.
all right.
So a flower pot.
A flower pot. That's what they call them. And then I'm going to figure out how to use my gold. Okay, where is that? How much does a flower pot cost? Like a next size up one.
That's an excellent question. I think that is not one that they have worked
I,
into the equipment of the player's handbook.
I
Let
would
me.
say a silver piece.
All right.
Sure, I'll go with the silver.
I'm going to add an item. No, it's not a weapon. I assume it's some sort of very common one.
You're not going to find anything that says pot. Well, there's an iron pot, which is two
You
gold
just make a
pieces.
custom item.
You'd have to make a custom item
Okay.
because you're not going to find a basic flower pot listed
Hmm.
under equipment.
Add a custom item. Flower pot. Add item to backpack. And
I put
then
Blast under add allies, so he's under my ally sheet.
All right.
The level 1 goblin rogue.
Yep.
got it.
All right. You've got a crew. So, with that, you make your way out and you head the direction of Drina. You arrive in Drina. It has been a couple of days of travel. The kids have been um, kind of holding their own. They've been helping out around the camp. Uh, doing work wherever they can, learning as much as they can. Although the kid that says he wants to become a wizard having a little bit of a tougher time, being that there's no actual wizards in your group. Um, you know, the
I'm Arcane Initiate Wizard.
yeah,
I
the
took
the
a correspondence
correspondence
course.
course that you took is,
No,
they're
4 spells.
yeah.
Can
You're not
I
a wizard, Trixie.
can I help a little bit with Bardic Arcana?
You can kind of teach them the generals of it, but if they're in fact going to become a wizard, you'll have to probably get them some proper training from a wizard at some point.
Also, random other question. Common magic items. Are those around? How
Um,
common are those?
they're it depends on the item you're looking for, but you can likely find some of them. There is that inside of Stilben. There is a there is not much there, but in Drina, which is a little bit bigger of a city, uh, there is the potential for an occasional pop up market to happen. There's uh, it is well known amongst Tal'dorians that the finest purveyor of magical items, Gilmore's Glorious Goods, Gilmore has retired and he has sold off of his franchise basically, and so there are other um, people that have purchased up, kind of the store fronts and the inventory and whatnot, and have been rebranding themselves. And there's one that isn't necessarily in Drina, but does a pop up every now and again. There's some sort of link to it from one of the other nearby larger venues, and so maybe you might be able to find one in Drina, one or two, depends on what it is.
Okay.
Uh,
I was sort of looking for a Bardic instrument.
Bardic instruments, a little bit fancier, not exactly very common. Um, but you think you can talk to the guild back in Stilben, um, or you're likely going to be finding some type of an enchanter that is going to craft it for you. Or what you do know is that uh, oracles are um, fairly common in the larger cities, and these would be divination types and sages that you would come to and you would pay them to research in quests for you. Like, I would like to find myself one of these. Can you tell me where I might be able to find this? And through a combination of divination and research, depending on how much you pay for it, uh, they will gather up as much information as they can, and then provide you with that information with the potential to go out questing to find such an item. Or if it's anything that you're looking for, an item, knowledge, whatever. So it all depends on what you want. A bardic instrument, you might be looking at getting a paying for an oracle's research.
Okay.
Common magic items. Uh, Again, you can probably find that at either one of these permanent shop locations or a pop up location.
Then we'll have to pop in the next time we see one.
Indeed. All right. So within the few days it takes you to get there, you appear in Drina, and your friend is there, establishing the um, terms of the ship that you're going to be making use of. So Perrin Brill is there, speaking with the owner of the ship, the kind of noble that you were speaking with before, that is um, dealing with some upheaval within the family, and um, it is less a merchant ship and is more a fishing vessel. Um, it's one that looks like it has been retrofitted to handle salvaging operations, uh, which the clear white water that is in the area, specifically around the delta, there's the potential for dredging it for this residuum that comes from the river and deposits in this basin, especially usually during the spring. So, but because you are past the spring and well into the summer, uh, he said that he can spare the use of one of his ships for you all. It looks like they have got a ship's captain, and that's it. The rest of the crew is going to be produced by you all, and which means that those three kids are going to be busy because they are going to be the crew for this little 3 hour tour. So you're in Drenna. Brill is kind of taking these kids and leading them to the ship, where the captain can kind of show them what each of them is going to be doing. Um, Generally, two of them are going to be working the sails, and one is going to be kind of acting as lookout. And he's rotating them to kind of give them all a chance up in the crow's nest. So Brill says, "Well, I didn't think you would come with too many joining underneath your banner, but you've surprised me again. So you are still set on an initial exhibition out into the lake to gain the attention of this mother person." Well, that sounds like a resounding, I guess so.
Yes.
That's the plan. I was trying to unmute, but that's the plan.
Ah, well, then we shall take off in the morning. and we will see how far we get out before we attract her attention and see what result that gleans for us. Don't spend too much time partying it up tonight, though, so we don't want to have you being hungover and having to deal with the results of this little campaign.
As she looks pointedly at B.
She looks rather pointedly at all of you, to be honest. Um, as you take in Brill set up with the intent of going on a full expedition here, she is definitely looking different than she was when you first encountered her. She is set up in such a way that she is got her full armor on, um, and she is set up with a complement of weapons, a bevy of weapons, uh, all about her.
Like extra weapons for our new friends. Like
Nope,
there's a lot to go around now. They're
I
all
don't
for
think
her.
she's sharing.
Like that
Is
fancy trident we brought her.
she does
are
not have the
we
fancy trident. She left that at home.
Wow.
are we trying to buy the water
Nice to
that's
know our
like
gifts are appreciated.
the slightly magical water? Or are we by the part where it's just like regular
Um,
chlorine
the
water?
what it's so the the kind of residual powder is not really it's in this area, but it's not like right up to the bank kind of a thing. It's not like hey, if you just dip yourself in, this is the fountain of youth. No, it's in the delta, and the city is on the delta, but
Mhm.
it you're also out of season for it, so it is fairly calm
Okay.
on the lake.
Well, I guess I'll use some of this regular water to water this plant.
All right. You water your plants.
Because I've been watering it like the whole time and doing exactly what they told me to do. I'm hoping that it's thriving.
Exactly.
It's been like a day. So
It's been 2 days, right?
so it's already got root rot and it's covered in aphids.
Yep.
Oh no. Don't say that.
B did not pee in this one yet.
Yet. I like the inclusion of yet.
It's a plant pot. I'm a cat. There's gonna be pee in it at some point. Cat luck.
Oh, and B is such a giant cat
You
too.
turn around and B is just squatting over your potted plant.
No.
I'm watering it.
That's not how you water it.
Arabella's gonna get a squirt bottle. No, B, bad. Squirt, squirt.
Ye old spray water. Let's see. I think you can make one of those with one of the little pouches that you blow into it, like the ye old timey ones. No, you know what? I'll just dip my hands in the water and just spray like that.
Anyways, all right. Anything you wish to do before heading out onto the lake?
Well, we can't party.
Well, not that
Can't
hard.
party a lot.
We can have
We
like
can
one
party
or
some,
two
a little bit,
drinks.
little party.
Have some wine with dinner.
Yeah.
Some wine with dinner.
These are our goblin friends. They've never touched alcohol.
I mean, they probably have. They're goblins.
Hator's like, really?
Goblins are like, French people. Serve it with breakfast.
Oh.
Is it wet? Then they drink it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess now your trio of
Alcohol is more
goblins are going to
sterile
have
than
French
water.
accents.
Alcohol
Oh.
more sterile than water.
Les tricks.
We thank you for
Never.
these gifts you have bestowed upon us.
Why do you
Now,
think I have
we've,
this outrageous French accent?
how do you think we got this outrageous French accent? We would like to thank you with a bottle of wine. Anyway,
But thanks, we've already got one.
told
I
them we
told 'em
already
we've
have
already
one.
got one.
Yes.
Your mother was a hamster. Obviously a goblin insult. Classic.
My mother did
Classic
smell like
goblin
elderberries. What are you
insult.
talking about?
I would think they would fart in your general direction.
Yeah, that's a goblin thing. I would see that. I could see that.
Yeah, at the very least, the fighter
my
one
hair.
has
Where'd it
because he's been on a very high protein diet, trying to bulk up and get mass. So, yeah. All right. The next day, you report to the ship. Brilla's there with the captain. Things are set up. The kids have been put into their posts for the start of this endeavor. Brill tells you the intent is to stay out there until you've gained either the intelligence or you've gained the attention of the lady in the lake. Once that has happened, then you'll make the judgment from there if you are going to stay out there or if you are going to continue back inland to rest and recuperate. Uh, the uh, the captain has loaded up the ship with enough supplies to kind of keep you out and on the water for what looks to be like 3 days. He says if you have not encountered anything by day 3, we will report back into Drina to restock and resupply. Although he tells you I would be very surprised if you did not get a response. Excuse me, within the first day. So he does tell you be ready for it. But if we get by some fathom of reality, make it 3 days without, we'll be coming back into the very least resupply. So, anything you all are looking to do as you leave port and head out into the lake? Now, this is a lake, but this is an enormous lake,
So like Lake Michigan.
probably bigger. Yeah, maybe about the size of Lake Michigan. No, now that I'm thinking of it, it's not something that you're just going to like. Oh yeah, we'll just travel around the lake. No, it's a
So
significant.
once we get out there, we won't be able to see any land.
Not likely. It is a lake that is so big that it feeds into the ocean. So yes, there will
I
be
would like
points
to
where you don't see land.
the innkeeper to watch my plant. Plants it.
Plant sitter.
Yeah.
Get a
Just
plant
in
sitter.
case the boat capsizes or something.
It'll sit on the
You're gonna-
bar, and everyone will put out their cigarette butts in the pot.
Oh,
So
don't
you're-
say that.
that plant's
I've
not
seen
getting
this
taken
movie.
care of at
Mark
the end.
Wahlberg drops his plant off to. Okay.
Actual
taken
cats
care of,
will
you should
use it
probably
as a
keep
litter
it.
box.
There's a tressum there. Oh, they're eyeing up the plant as soon as you're leaving.
Of course, at this point, it's just a jar of dirt. There's nothing growing in it right now, so
I'll get a
It's
job.
true.
Yep.
You need to show it sunlight and water it with actual water and talk to it every once in a
Not
while.
fake water.
not beer. Beer's water.
Not beer. Not beer. Clean water.
Beer is clean water. You can't have beer
7%
if you
claim.
don't use clean water.
It has too many hops. Doesn't want to hop. Wants to stay in its pot.
Does it though? Because the treat came
Hopping
from a
might be good.
sentient and probably wanted to hop.
This druid told me how to take care of it, and this is what she said. Just keep it alive for 3 days. That's all that I ask. How hard could it be?
How much are you paying him?
400 gold.
That's ridiculous.
It's not Kobe beef.
Um,
Or is that Wagyu? Anyway.
how about a silver? It just has to water it.
All right. So you
Doesn't
pay
really
the
need to be
bartender
watered every day, though.
a silver piece to house sit your plant
At his bar,
at his bar.
because we don't own a house.
Mm-hmm. To plant sit.
Okay.
All right. So off you go into the seat.
We're gonna come back, and this pod's gonna be the bar mascot.
It could be. You never know.
Maybe we'll come back and it will have sprouted, and that would be super cool.
Maybe I'll come back and it would have grown through the ceiling. And they had to rename the bar because now there's a tree in the middle of it.
It's like a beanstalk. That'd be cool.
All right. That's me. Drop your characters.
We got the
Hell.
map changed. What will we do?
The ship got real.
Ship got real.
The Rock.
Wait, Amanita was
Sarah's character.
Sarah's character, yeah. We don't need Amanita on there.
I'm on a boat.
You need Arabella.
Oh, look at that. We got a boat.
Daisy is out. Alright, Goblin. Okay. Straws.
I thought Brill was a woman.
Brill is. It's just that's the generic token.
That's the
for
token
that.
you yeah.
Well, it's that token for that stat block. That
Got
is
it.
the Blood Hunter stat block. I just didn't have time to individualize
Got it.
thing for her. Let's see here. Let me grab these again so I write them correctly.
We got cannons.
Do anybody know how to use the cannons?
Oh, yeah. I'm a bard. I know all sorts of stuff about all sorts of stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah, those
What?
cannons aren't actually there. Those are the rolling stations.
Oh, come on. Let's have like one cannon.
This was a salvaging ship.
They didn't
Yeah.
have a cannon.
They probably got like a giant harpoon for pulling salvage closer.
Who's
at
manning
the
the
most.
giant harpoon?
Um,
Sounds fun.
So, you notice that Tritz has because of the fact that he wants to become a wizard type of goblin, and the fact that one of you mispronounced their name as Trix has
Hey, that was
has
trick.
changed their name to Trix, and so is trying to live the life. So it's the fake it till you make it sort of the situation with him. All right. So, Bloss and Trix are manning the sails, and Strauss is up in the crow's nest. The captain is actually working the hail the um, uh, the helm, um, and yeah. So, making your way out into the waters. Uh, are you going to do anything else while you are on the ship, or are you just going to be uh, watching the ship and looking for the baddies?
Hmm. Oh my gosh, is there
Looking for
anything else?
baddies, trying not to
I'm
throw
gonna
up.
do
He
those
hates
things.
water.
Tank is gonna be sunning himself.
What kind of skills do I have that would make this?
If you want, you can fish. You can try and gather up stuff.
Watching for
Gather,
baddies, trying not to throw up. Hates water.
Hey, 3 months of subscription. Way to go there, Galaxian.
gather what stuff? Like boat stuff?
Fish or seaweed or something.
Huh.
Did you
No,
need a
I'm.
Do you need a perception check to see if I see anything?
If you can use a perception check to kind of check the distance. If you want to try and scavenge up edible bits and whatnot, like seaweed or fish or anything like that, that is a survival check. Um,
Not that ill, but
Not that ill, but not great.
it's water. There's a
Um,
lot of it. Look, there's more water.
there
More
is,
water.
in fact, a lot of water. And um, B, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. Mavis, you too. Well, B,
Oops,
surprisingly,
crossing.
you do okay. Checking out and watching on the horizon. Uh, Mavis, looking out across the water as you're going, the swells kind of keep the boat rocking, and you get a little queasy, a little motion sick from
I
the
go sit
waves.
down here and I don't look at the horizon anymore.
Oh God! Oh God! All right. And with that, let's see. Arabella, go ahead and roll me a 20-sided die. All right. So that's a thing.
A good thing.
Stacy, go ahead and roll me a percentile.
Just a percentile. Just roll.
Just a percentile. Yep.
28.
Okay. You get out in towards the past the first ring in the lake and in towards the kind of deep water. Um, and and so get as you get in towards the second ring, you see what looks to be like um, some type of uh, waterborne creatures. And as soon as you see these creatures cresting waves near the ship, you get weapons ready, and you're getting ready to uh, face the danger that's coming in, and see that it looks like it is some type of seal. And then you see another one pop up, and they're coming around, uh, and the captain says, "This happens, especially when you're first starting out. They're looking for handouts. Possibly, if we had taken on any fish, bits would have been thrown out to them. Unfortunately, we are neither a fishing vessel nor do we have any bits to toss out to them. But it is a good omen. It is said that having them here are the blessings of the sea gods themselves."
Do we have any more of that mug cake left?
Not for a long time.
I'm gonna say we have a little goblin who's a cake fiend. Probably not.
Sorry, seals.
You could probably whip up another one.
I don't know if you necessarily want to, bust open a fire on the deck of the ship.
I was gonna
Probably
say,
not.
an
No.
open fire with a full wood ship seems a bad idea.
All right. You're getting towards midday of the first day. You've following the currents out into the lake. B, give me another D20 roll. All right. Adelaide, give me a percentile. A school of fish comes around, and it looks like swarms of small fish. The small fish they're about that big, you know, something that would feed your average sized humanoid. But there's a lot. Um, at which point the captain says, "Oh, if only we had nets out. This would be a good haul, a good haul." And with that, Trix uh, spends some time trying to catch some fish, and manages to catch quite a few. Uh, so fresh fish for dinner. So uh,
Excellent.
it's getting towards nighttime, and you're all getting ready to, kind of take your evening's rest. You've had your dinner. Um, Trix remembered what the captain said and kept, like, the fish heads and whatnot to toss out to the seals if they return. And you're getting to the point of making your evening as Straws alerts you from above, saying, "We've got visitors coming!" And you make to the edge of the ships, and you can see what looks to be like the path of swimming creatures just under the water as they approach up and crest onto the ship.
Oh. Which side? Starboard or
Yes.
the one that's not starboard? I forget what it is.
Starboard is right, port is left. And you're supposed to yell, "Who goes there?"
It's fish folk. It's definitely fish folk. But good job, red shirts. earning your keep already.
Can we identify them? Is it nature? Is it something different?
You're looking at nature.
Doesn't look like nature.
18.
These are creatures that are outside of the natural order of things. They are amphibious humanoids that are not like sea elves or marrow or something like that. These look like these are creatures that are born of a dark magic. All right.
Does the
Did
captain look worried?
A little.
Are they coming in hostile?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And you can tell that you can see that they are marked with the same mark that that marrow had. So
So these are Mama's boys, is what you're saying.
They are.
What about that guy over there? He looks kind of shady.
You mean this guy?
Yeah. He
You
doesn't
mean
look like a someone.
the one that looks a little bit more humanoid and a little bit less like they came out of Underworld remake? Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. He looks like he has got a trident on him, and he is marked with more than just the marks of mother. He is. It looks like he's got scarification going up his arms that are into the shape of what looks to be like tentacles along his limbs.
Yeah, B sees that trident. It's like,
These others
I'm
are
going to add that
carrying
one to my
battle
collection.
axes.
I'm going to add that to my collection.
All right, and let's see here: red, blue, green, orange,
Let's try this.
purple, pink. Why do I gotta be Mr. Pink? Because I said so. Yellow and mystical, not colored one. All right. So
Did that work?
Oh,
Yeah.
great initiative.
the one that is not colored is going to be the one that holds.
Right there with you, Mavis.
The initiative.
Can't even hide behind you.
The other one will hold its own.
Don't forget our red shirts.
Well, I'm getting there. All right. Perrin is going to go whisper to never whisper. Okay. Apparently was expecting it the entire time. The rock.
So is he always just the Rock, or do we call him Dwayne sometimes?
No, he's always just the rock. He's pre-acting days. And not very quick on his feet. All right. Was is going to go there. Oh, Buzz is ready. Tricks not so much. You do have a second Goliath that is with you. there. And Aethor. Okay. B, Mavis, Arabella, Adelaide, Stacy. There's all 5. All right. All right. Blas goes first.
Who's going first?
Blas.
Okay.
He is going to.
My little roguey boy, you beat her ass. Proud of you. You got this.
He's going to stay right
Be
here,
the soccer mom.
draw out a dagger, and he's going to hold his action. And he's getting ready to throw on this guy as soon as he comes on board. All right, Arabella, you are up next.
Arabella is going to cast Channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary.
Well, it's supposed to be a high seas battle sound set, so I'll go with it. Anyway, so what were you doing, Arabella?
I'm doing Channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary.
And that does
I'm
a
gonna
30-foot aura. Is that
30-foot radius filled with dim light. The sphere moves with me and lasts for 1 minute or until I am incapacitated or die. Whatever creature, including me, ends its turn in the sphere, you grant that creature one of the benefits. 1d6 plus 4 temporary hit points, and you end an effect causing it to be charmed or frightened.
Okay. All right. Currently, you are there, so you're not including B, Mavis, and Blas in that.
If I moved just ever so slightly, like, let's see if I can move myself here.
Then you're not including the 2 kids on the helm, but you're including everybody else.
I like that.
Okay.
Don't die.
Don't die.
Red shirt.
Does that get Strauss up in the crow's nest, or is he too far out?
No, he'll get hit as well.
Okay.
All right.
And so what does this do?
At the end of your turn, it'll give you temp hit points.
Okay.
And if you end up getting like frightened during this, it will end that effect, or if you get charmed, it'll end that effect.
20, 25, 30. Brill moves up to there on her turn. And she takes out her blade and slices her hand across her blade and calls out with blood and fire and points down at the one over here on her way past. And he's got to make a strength saving throw. Ooh, he makes it and is able to pass up her blood curse of binding. So he can still move. That was her bonus action, and now that she's over here, she's going to swing down at the one without the colored dot, and swings twice with her sword. 18 is going to connect. A nat 1 will not, though. She slips on the deck as she's doing so. But the first one strikes for 12 slashing and 3 fire. as you watch it burst into fire, into flames, as she starts to swing it down. That's 15 points of damage. And with that, the scions go. They can all move, so this one moves up to here. This one moves up to here and starts moving towards Blas. And 5, 10, 15, 20.
My boy held his action.
Yep. Moves to there. All right, so the held action from the boy. It's the knife, but it's going to be short bow attack. 4 points of piercing.
Good boy.
All right. It forms in, and the one that just got hit, as it opens up its maw, kind of peels back across its jaw like the vampires from the second Blade movie, and it lets out a terrible scream. And I need everybody to give me a Wisdom saving throw. B makes it. Stacy does not. Adelaide does not. Mavis does not.
What type of,
Arabella does not.
what does it cause?
It causes stun. So, Stacy, you are stunned. We'll use that as your stunned.
Is it magic?
It is not magic. B's okay. Adelaide is. Where is Adelaide? Down here. There's Adelaide. Is stunned. And Mavis is stunned.
Oh my god.
All right. The one down here is going to attempt to claw at Brill. It's going to miss with the claw, so therefore the bite is going to go for her as well, and she's going to get a bite on Brill for 7 points. All right, now 3 of them surrounded a very stunned Stacy. And they are going to go for a claw and a bite. Claw on Stacy. Ooh, crit.
Yep.
That is 15 points of slashing. And bite. It's going to miss. Let's see. And seeing how stunned you are, these other 2 are going to come up here, figuring that one will be able to take you out. So, red one is going to go for Aethor. Claw attack. Hits. Bite attack. Oof. 8 slashing and another 10.
So who's he attacking?
Aethor, your scout.
Well, we didn't promise to keep Hathor alive.
No, you did not. That's going to miss. And he's going to hit. Aethor gets knocked down. All right. Attack on B. Claw. 15. Does that hit B? Ooh, B's got a 13 AC.
Yes, it
10
does.
points of slashing on B. Bite comes in and hits
What
as
armor
well.
are you wearing?
I'm guessing leather as a rogue.
What's your dex? Because that seems really low for a rogue.
Well, leather only gives you 12.
Leather actually gives you 11 base.
11.
Yeah.
So
And I'm wearing, I think,
Oh, you should-
leather. I should probably upgrade at some point because I only have a 13 armor class at the moment.
yeah, I'm
My
guessing a
dex is
14 dex. 14 or
15
15?
dex.
15.
Okay.
So I gotta get my hit points. How much damage was that?
That's a total. That's 10 and 8. If you wish, you can use your. Oh wait, you don't have uncanny dodge yet. Never mind. And then green is going to go after you as well. Ooh, misses and hits. So another 6 piercing to be. And then orange is going to go after Mavis.
It's
19 and a 12.
this.
5 slashing. They have gone. Kira. Well, she's got to do something. She's like, oh my. And
She gets temporary hit points now, right?
Yeah, everyone should get them at the end of their turn.
At the
Oh,
end
so
of
I
their
did-
turn.
Yeah.
So,
Does that mean somebody was supposed to get them?
Nope.
Perrin. Brill?
Perrin Brill stepped out of the aura.
Oh, okay.
You know, to
Never
defend the
mind.
children
Their
that you vowed to keep safe.
Hey, one person vowed to keep one
So
child
Kira is going to do a healing word, and 6 points of healing on Aethor,
Good.
and then for an action, she puts up her hand. A ball of flame comes out of it, and she throws it at this one. Let's see, that is gonna hit. So deals fire damage to red. All right, at the end of her turn, what is the hit points that she gets?
Sorry, I just clicked off it. 1d6 plus 4.
A d6 plus 4. All right. She gets 6 points, 6 temporary hit points. All right. And let's see. Stacy, you are stunned, and I believe you stopped being stunned at the end of your turn. One sec.
Yeah, it'd be nice if I wasn't stunned.
At the end of its next turn.
Oh.
So,
So at the end of my turn, I get some temporary hit points, but I can't really do anything?
no, you cannot do anything, but you get the temporary hit points.
So it's 1d6 plus 4. Do I roll?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll it.
Unless I'm supposed to roll it.
8.
Yeah, it's 8. All right. Strutz. He is going to pull out his bow and fire down at red as well. And is going to hit.
Go, dude.
And he's going to remain up top side there. He's going to get 9 temp hit points.
Yes.
Over doubled his hit points. All right. The Goliath warrior. He comes bounding forward. And there he is. Going to take 2 swings with his great axe on red. Hits and a hit. Both hits. 11 and 12. Devastating amount of damage onto the red one.
Is it gonna screech?
It has not screeched yet. At the end of his turn, he gets 8 temporary hit points. All right. B, it is your turn. You are not stunned.
B is going to use dagger on green.
Okay. You have advantage because you're flanking with Aethor. Even though he's just kind of laying on the ground right now. Rethinking his life decisions. 22 will hit. For 9 points with sneak attack.
And
Look.
for my bonus, I would like to do offhand dagger.
All right. Still have advantage, just no sneak attack. 17 will hit.
For an additional 5. And that is...
It's actually only 3 because you don't get the
Oh, because I don't
stat bonus on the
get
second.
stat bonus.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a fighting
that's-
style that you can get later.
That's it. Action, bonus action, the end.
Yeah.
And then you get to roll for your
Oh, that's right.
temporary points.
D6.
Roll a d6,
Yep.
add 4. You get
Womp
5
womp.
temp hit points. Adelaide, you are stunned.
I get temp
You
HP.
get 10 temp HP. Alright, Trix. Trix is going to go. Trix still has a knife to his name, and so he's going to swing with his knife against this thing. But he's going to he saw what Aethor and B did, and so he steps forward to flank this one with Brill. Takes a swing, has advantage, and because of that, is hitting instead of missing. Stabs it for 3 points of damage. And then this guy goes. Bam, bam, bam. Seeing Arabella all glowy like that doesn't make him happy. Alright, where is that? There he is. And with that, you watch as he holds up his hand. It crackles with what looks to be like lightning, and he takes it and chucks a bolt of lightning at Arabella.
Can I duck?
Well, you did because it missed you, but
Oh,
then
thank God.
the backhand comes across
Damn it.
and also misses.
Oh, I'm
As
like,
he rolled a pair of 9s on his thunderbolt attacks. Alright, Mavis, you are stunned. You can roll your temp hit points.
Mavis is stunning.
She
Oh,
is
they're rolls of
stunning.
lightning. Very, very frightening.
I get 7.
yes.
You get
Or what-
4. Actually, 5. Because you rolled a 1 plus 4 is 5. Aethor, Aethor stands up and has got a number of options, but is going to go for green since he's got green in flank. Let's see. Aethor's got a better stab line. And he is going to take 2 swings with his scimitar. First swing is going to hit. Second swing is going to hit because of flank. 4 slashing and 8 slashing. 12 points total. It's looking worse for the wear now. Aethor is gone, and the rock, slow as he is, can go now. Boom, boom, boom. He moves up to here. Arr. And he takes 2 swings with his axe. He's going to miss on the first one and miss on the second one. I think he misses. 1 sec. Let me check their stat line. Yep, this is on both. Blast goes. He's going to bonus action disengage, as goblins can do. Move to here. And then he is going to stab at the unmarked one with his knife and hits it for 3. And Arabella, it is your turn.
Arabella is going to try her best to cast Guiding Bolt at the 2nd level at the trident-wielding priest, the
All right.
Kraken. I'm going to take down the Kraken.
A 16 will connect.
Yes. Awesome. I bet it just connected. All right. So we're going to do that.
18 points of radiant.
All right.
And he's lit up.
Can I duck afterward?
You can duck all you want, but you're not a rogue, so
No.
you don't get to take the hide action.
I'm just gonna stay by this person and hope for the best.
So
Is
you're
what
going to
I'm
use
gonna do.
Kira as a human shield, a tiefling shield? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And then I'm gonna yell at Trix and be like, if you can move closer this way, that would be great. You're doing great. Keep up the good work.
And Farron goes.
We're such great teachers. We're very encouraging.
I've made no promises to keep Trix alive.
Look, I taught my little boy, he's supposed to know how to hide. He's supposed to know how to run. I mean, he's a little rogue. He got
Trix
this.
wants to be a wizard. We gave him a spell book and a quarterstaff, and he's just on his own like all other wizards.
Exactly.
Farron moves to here, being that she's a blood hunter. She's got advantage. She enters into a blood frenzy. All right, so she swings. Hits. And hits. 13 on the first swing. 13 on the second swing. That is a total of 26. And let's see, where is it? Blurg. That one goes down.
Yay.
And she
Does it
moves
become sound?
over to here. Arr. And with that, the scions go. So the yellow scion that just screeched before is going to go ahead and attack. Claw attack. Miss with a nat 1. Bite attack. Miss. And Brill looks at the two goblins and says, "Do as the pale one says. Get into her aura." And let's see here. Red is going to go after the Goliath warrior that just punked it hard. Claw attack. Hits. Bite attack. Misses. The claw hits for 5 slashing. Alright. And that blue one is going to swing at Aethor. Claw attack. It's going to hit. Bite attack. Might hit. 1 sec. Yes, it is, and it's going to knock him down again. And green is going to go after B. Claw. Misses. Bite. Hits. For 7 points of piercing damage. Oh, no, sorry, 6 points.
Who are they biting?
B.
Okay.
Got it. 6 points.
Mm-hmm. And orange is going to go after Mavis. Miss.
Yes.
And 15 hits. That is 8 piercing. Purple down at the bottom is going to go after the purple one, which is Stacy. Ooh, crits and hits. So the claw does 14 points of slashing, and the bite does 8.
Okay.
And this one is moving over here to go after Arabelle.
No, ew, it's all slimy.
11 will miss, and 11 will miss. All right, and with that, everybody who was stunned is no longer stunned.
Woo!
And then Kira goes. Things are looking a little bit more dire, so Kira's going to let Aethor stay down for a bit. She is going to do a shillelagh. So she swings with her shillelagh on Mr. Pink. He gets a 22 and hits. And you watch as the enchanted staff just lays into him and breaks a few teeth off. And with that, she is done. Stacy, it is your turn.
Yay. Stacy would like to rage.
Stop taking all that damage. Yeah, probably a good idea.
Because Stacy's almost down. So, rage. And I'm going to go after purple.
Okay.
That's the 24.
24 hits.
And this is bludgeoning plus 2. Nope.
So 15.
Why hasn't done that? Ugh. Okay, so it's 15 damage.
15. All right.
Roll 20 just did something really weird, and they like rolled a d20 plus 2.
Right.
Yeah, like you do.
All right.
And that's it.
Okay.
Take your temp.
You get
Oh,
10 hit
yeah.
points
And that was 1d6 plus 4.
plus 4.
Mhm.
Correct. All right. You get 6 hit points, 6 temps.
Yay. And that's it.
All right. Straz goes. Straz is going to shoot his bow at Mr. Pink. "18 hits for 8 points of piercing damage. A solid arrow hit from Straz. The Goliath warrior goes. He is going to swing a first swing at the red one. Ooh, gets a crit. 17 points is going to cleave that one twain. And then he is going to move over here, since it looks like Stacy is looking a little beat up. Second swing is going to go towards Mr. Purple. Hits with a 23 for 8 slashing against Mr. Purple.
He wouldn't happen to have great weapon master, would he? Can smack another person for free since he killed that guy?
Nope, he's got a stat block, not a class.
Dang it.
B, you are up.
V will do the same thing she did last time on Mr. Green. First dagger and then offhand dagger.
You do not have advantage this time because Aethor is not conscious. You still get sneak attack, but 13 connects. 10 points. A 10 does not hit, though. It ducks out from the second swing coming in. All right, you can roll your 10 hit points again. If you roll something that's more than the 10 hit points you currently have, you can replace it with a higher number. So that'd be 10. So you can replace your 10 hit points with a 10 hit points. They don't stack, but you do get to replace them with a higher value.
That works for me.
All right, Adelaide, you are up.
Yes, I will move here. And then pull out a scimitar and bonus action, also light my scimitar, but
Yep.
it is not on fire. And then I will take a swing at
You have
the priest
advantage
person.
because of the guiding bolt.
Oh, okay. Let's see if this works. Hey,
I think a crit will work.
Oh, wow.
I think that it will. How did I split it? I think the
It's-
second
it's
D4
a-
is just for undead. So unless it's undead, it only takes
Okay,
9
so
plus 7.
The
9
extra 7 it
slashing.
doesn't take. So 9 plus 7. And the 7 is radiant.
Yeah.
So that's 16.
And then I am done.
It noticed you,
Yep.
and the rock did as well.
See if. Oh! I got another 10. I will replace that.
Yep.
I just took damage.
All right, Trix is going to move down here. He'll move to there. And then he is going to take a shot with his bow on Stacy, since Stacy provided for him and is looking worse for the wear. So shot over that direction. Ooh, but slips and misses. But Trix does get you to get some temp hit points. It's 5. It's something. All right. The priest. The priest swings out against one swipe at yeah. It's going to take one swing at the rock, which is going to miss. And one swing
I will use
at Adelaide.
my. Okay, after he swings at the rock, I will take a hit at him.
Taking for your
Sentinel.
Yeah.
Just in case he goes down.
That does deal another 10, but it does not take him down.
Okay.
But you get hit by a thunderous touch. Ooh, 29 points of thunder damage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He's the big boy.
Yeah.
And
Ouch.
with that, Mavis, you're up.
So, where is Adelaide? Where is Stacy? Who is more bleeding?
I think
Stacy
Stacy
is
is.
Yeah.
Is Aethor like
Aethor is
down?
down.
Aethor is unconscious.
Okay.
He has not gotten a chance to take a death save yet.
I'm gonna cast second level. Or hold it. Am I adjacent to Stacy?
You are.
Am adjacent to Stacy, so. Yeesh. I am still going to cast second level healing word on Stacy.
Okay.
No, thanks.
For 8 points.
Now that she's raging, that's almost doubly effective.
And then. So out of green and orange, who's been hit?
Green. Green is bloodied. Orange is untouched.
Okay, I will attack green. No, I won't. I am.
You'll try. And is that it for you?
Hold on a second. I used a bonus. I believe that is a bonus, so I don't think I can do it. But let me just look. I need a bigger screen. That's a bonus. And that is bonus. I'm done.
All right. You can get 10 hit points.
Roll. Yep.
And replace them if you get a better roll.
I don't have any. You ate all of mine.
Oh, well, then in that case, you could just replace them.
And I get 10 now.
All right. Aethor. Well, Aethor will get 9 if, he's going to get 9 10 hit points. It does not stabilize him or bring him back up to conscious, but it does give him 10 hit points if he does gain consciousness. And his death save, he's got 1 failed death save. The Rock is going to step over here to get flanked and get advantage. First swing on the big guy. It's going to be a 19. Hits him for 14 slashing. He is looking mightily damaged. And with the second swing, it's a 24 to hit for 14 slashing. And the priest goes down. right. And then with that done, he is going to move over to here and attempt to try and protect Aethor. Even though,
Guy's my new best friend.
even though he is supposed, actually, seeing where B is, he's going to stand over Aethor and attempt to.
Aethor's gonna wake up with balls in his face.
Yeah, basically. Even though he's supposed to be protecting Kira, sees that Arabella's over there, and this grouping is a little bit more pressed. And with that, Blaz goes. Blaz is going to go.
When you got a teabag, you got a teabag.
He's going to move to there, and he's going to shoot at the same one that was harassing Stacy there, and is going to just barely miss. All right, he's done his turn, and he gets 10 hit points. It's 10 hit points. And Arabella, it is your turn. You've got a slavering scion in your face.
All right, I'm gonna bite the slobbering scion, or at least attempt to bite the slobbering scion. All right.
23 connects. As he attempts to glom onto your shoulder, you glom onto his and deal 7 points
That's
of damage.
right. And then I look over at Aethor, and as a bonus action, I'm going to yell cantrips. No, wait. Crampons.
Crampons?
Crampons. Got there eventually. I'm going to yell crampons. Really loud.
I thought you were
And
yelling cat traps, and I'm like, well, I mean, sure, but crampons.
and we have some good rolls.
All right, so
Yay!
7 plus his temp, so he is looking healthier than he has any right to look, but that's because of the temp hit points.
And I think I get 10 hit points because I've been in this thing this whole time.
Yeah.
So I should do that. I have 5. No, I have
You are
You're
within 30
5.
feet of a Twilight Cleric.
3 hit points.
All right. Perrin has got advantage against this creature because it has taken some damage. And so Blood Frenzy kicks in. Swing with the greatsword. Hits. Swing with the greatsword. Hits. So it deals 11 and 9. So 20 points of damage onto this one. Aren't you glad you brought backup now? All right. Perrin is going to stand there and maintain the helm with this one. And the scions go. All right. Let's see. These aren't holding a place on there, so I can delete that one. It's gone. Yellow is going to attempt to claw. Hits. Bite. Maybe? Yes, hits. So, claw hits for 10, bite hits for 5. Alright. Oh, wait. No, the rest of them get to go too. Pink is going to attack Arabella. For biting it, it's mad at you. Claw attack. 19, I believe, hits Arabella. And a bite misses. So the claw attack hits for 7 slashing.
Okay, 7 damage.
And then blue is going to attack the rock. Claw hits. Bite misses. Claw hits for 6. Green is going to claw at B. 12 will miss. bites at B. 11 misses. Lots of missing. All right. And then the purple one claws at Stacy. Gets a 25. Bites. Gets 18, which also hits. So the claw does 8, reduced to 4. And the bite does 5, reduced to 2. So a total of 6 points to Stacy.
All right. That's all of my temp hit points. How dare you?
And let's see. Orange is going to go after Mavis. Claw.
Hits.
Hits. Bite. Misses.
Hits.
Claw hits for 6 slashing.
Okay.
And then Kira gets to go. Adelaide, you're at 28 hit points. Is that correct? 29?
Yeah, 29.
And Stacy, how many are you at?
20.
Well, Stacy looks like she is still hurt. So Kira learns from Young, yells, "Crampons!" And 7 points of healing to Stacy.
For who?
Stacy.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
And then she is going to swing with her shillelagh. Once he finds the stat block. There it is. Ooh, but misses. She realizes the folly of her actions and then gets into flank. Because had she done that before, she would have hit. All right. And with that...
Gets 10 hit points.
Yes, she does. She's already got, let's see, 6 temp hit points. Let's see if she gets any higher. Oh, yes, she does. She gets another 3.
Stacy rolls a 9 to hit and probably misses.
Oh, 9 will definitely miss, yes.
Okay, that's Stacy's turn.
All right. What kind of barbarian is Stacy? I forgot.
Ugh.
What subclass?
Level 4.
Right. What
No,
subclass?
Not a lot.
What
What
subclass?
is it?
Like, are you a frenzied barbarian? Are you a zealot?
Oh, I think, are you ancestral? The one with the like.
I have to.
Things.
There's nothing really on here about that.
It's under features.
Ancestral protectors.
Ancestral. Okay. All right. Straws goes. Straws is going to. Let's see. It's going to look
Shoot
to
the
see.
green or purple.
It's going to aim for purple. Purple looks like it is the most wounded. Shoots at purple. Will hit for 4 points against purple. All right.
Good
Straws
job up there.
is, well, he's not quite at. No, he is at max. So he doesn't need to roll because he's already got the maximum amount of temp HP he can get. The Goliath Warrior is going to swing at purple. First swing. He's going to. No, he can't get into flank without taking an attack of op, so he's not going to do that. So he's just going to swing. First swing. Hits. Second swing. Crits. First swing does 11. Second swing does 20. So there's 31. And with the second swing critting, he just separates the head from the body. And then he'll step up here to get Orange into flank.
Orange was already in flank.
Orange
Orange wasn't in
Wasn't
flank
in
till
flank.
that.
With B.
Oh,
That's
well,
right.
yeah. But
I
he's
guess
putting
it
in
was,
the
yeah.
flank with Mavis.
Hmm.
Stacy can move to get in flank with B. All right. With that, B, it is your turn.
Okay,
He's
and
got double flank because doesn't the Rock and Aethor there now?
Well, Aethor is not very threatening because he's laying underneath the rock. He's between a rock and a hard place, is what I'm saying. 17 will connect. 11 Grievously wounded.
I will do offhand again.
Yep. Well, a crit will work. All right. With double ones. Yikes. All right, well, it's still a crit. It still connects. Doesn't quite take him out, though. All right.
It's a valiant effort.
It was. Adelaide, you are up. You can re-roll to see if you get higher temp hit points. So it's a d6 plus 4.
Oh, I was supposed to roll too, but I'm maxed out, I think.
You are? Okay. A 13 connects.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, blue. And then I will offhand swing my short sword. I'll pull out my short sword and then use it.
All right, so that's 11.
Oops. 19 to hit
19 hits.
the offhand.
Do you have the
damage.
fighting style to do the...
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 9 damage.
And then I'm gonna actually finish my movement to go here.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Trix goes. Trix is going to... He's going to shoot his bow at... he's going to move up here and shoot his bow at green. Oof. Misses, though. Alright, he's going to see if he gets any better. He gets 3 better on his. Alright. And Mavis.
So green is teetery.
Green is teetering, and you do have green in flank.
You will attack green. $22.
22 connects.
For 10 points.
10 points. And there, takes him out.
Who is more injured, orange or blue?
Orange is untouched. Blue has been hit.
I will move up and attack with my dagger with my offhand.
Okay.
13.
13 does connect.
I'm going to expend one of my whatchamacallit, Spartic Inspiration
All right.
to deal psychic damage to him.
Okay.
So I do 10 points of psychic damage to him.
All right. And the dagger's damage?
And I'm going to do the dagger damage. I rolled a 1, so I only do 1 point of damage because I don't have the 2-weapon fighting.
But you deal 11 total with the psychic. All right.
I'm going to roll for temps.
Aethor, being conscious again, is going to bonus action
Teabag.
disengage. Crawl out from between the rock's legs. And he's going to do it this direction. And as he gets up, he has the blue scion in flank. Where is his stat block? There it is. And he takes 2 swings with his... Both will hit. 6 and 7. Dealing 13 points of slashing. It's now looking like the blue sign is haggard. The rock goes. The rock is going to take a swing at blue. Yar. First swing, 20. Deals 8, so a second swing is in order. The 22, which deals another 12 and takes him out.
Nice.
That leaves just orange and pink and yellow left. With that, Bloss is up. Bloss is going to sees that Perrin is dealing with one all on her own. Is going to move up here and shoot at the one that is fighting with Perrin Bro. And hits it for 7 points. He's already at his max temp HP, so he does not need to roll. Arabella.
Okay. Arabella is going to do a fanged bite on Pink. Oh,
Nope.
probably not. And then she's going to
You have
be all
advantage.
frustrated with that. I have advantage?
You do have Kira has you in flank, yes.
Oh, well, let me
Just
let me
roll
try
again.
that again.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I got 16. that
16
time.
does connect.
All right, we got
6
some
damage.
6 damage. And being frustrated that that guy is still there, she's gonna come on, go down. There we go. Do. She's gonna drop a moonbeam, which will not take effect until
Doesn't
I
the
believe
Fang
next-
Bite take your action?
Yeah, but the moonbeam's a spell.
Yes, but it's an action. That would be 2 actions in a turn.
Oh, well then never mind. She doesn't cast anything.
All right.
Yep, that's it.
All right. And let's see. Perrin goes. Perrin has advantage still, so swings once and connects. Swings twice and connects only because of the advantage. 19 and 14, so that is 33. And yellow is taken out. With that, Perrin Brill, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Perrin Brill gets 10 hit points to the tune of 9. All right, that is it for her. Shyons go, which means orange over there is going to go for the bloodiest of them and is going to attack B. Claw attack. 21 hits. That has 7 points of slashing on B. Still conscious?
Still conscious.
Bite attack. Ooh, misses with the bite attack. And then over here, this one's going to go for Arabella, who's fighting him. Claw attack is going to hit for 7 points of slashing. And the bite attack is going to horribly miss.
Oh, my temps.
That is their turn. Kira gets to go. Kira is going to find her stat block. Kira is going to do a shillelagh and is going to hit for 9 bludgeoning. And let's see, Adelaide, you're at how many hit points?
With temp, it's like 30 something.
And Stacy, what are you at?
35.
27.
All right, looks like Aethor's the. Oh no, Aethor's actually almost up. Oh, B has gotten whittled down, so She is going to yell Grampons, and she's going to do the level 2 version of it. Let's see, that is 8 points of healing to be. And Stacy, it is your turn.
All right. Let's see here. What is
With
this guy here?
advantage.
Is he orange? I hit the orange guy.
Orange with advantage. Yes.
Orange with advantage.
Because you got him in
Yes.
flank. Which is a good thing, because that
21 to
turned a
hit.
miss into a hit.
All right. There's
11?
11 points of damage.
Noted.
And that's it for. Oh, and then I get some temp hit points. Yes.
You do.
1d6 plus 4.
Strez is going to fire at Pink. And crits Pink for 9 points. An arrow just chunks down into the shoulder of this thing. And he's already at his max temps. And Goliath Warrior against Orange. He is going to shift down to here and get him in flank. My mama didn't raise no fool. Swing with the great axe. 19 connects. 21 connects. 13 slashing and 13 slashing. That is a total of 26. He is looking bloodied now. Went from fresh as a spring daisy to bloodied. Goliath is still good on his temps because he didn't get hit. B, it is your turn.
Gonna do what I do. So,
You have him in flank, so you have advantage.
Dagger and then offhand.
Ooh, a 9 misses. Oh my gosh, an 8 misses. That last crampon must have messed you up or something.
He is back.
B is back. With advantage, can miss. All right. And you can roll your temp hit points. It's a d6 plus 4. Since I think I took all your temps last time. That is 7 temp hit points. Adelaide, you're up.
Yeah, I'll go here and swing at Pink.
Yep.
Yay.
12
18
connects and an 18 connects. So that is, let's see, 11 and 5. So that's
Yep.
16. He is staggering, but he is still standing.
Okay. I'm done.
All right, Trix goes. Trix, seeing that thing still standing, fires a short bow shot at it and takes him out.
Yay! No more makeout session.
No more makeout session with the
Right.
demon fish. All right, Mavis, you're up.
I will attack with
You have him in flank.
Nick. Shift. Oh, that's fabulous.
An 11 just hits.
11 hits. Okay.
Deep Scions do not have that much AC.
Okay. And then I will use another whatchamacallit.
Another
Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration.
Where is it? There it is. Okay. Did another 6 points.
All right.
Is he still with us?
He is still there.
And I will try with my dagger. A 15.
15 connects.
And because it is no action to use it, I will use my psychic blades
Okay.
for 7 points, and then I got to roll the dagger damage. 3 plus 0. So it is another 1 point. So I did 8 more points to him.
Okay, standing on his last legs, but still there.
And I will roll to see if I can. What do I have temp-wise? I got 9. I guess I'll roll to see if I get a 6.
All right, Aethor draws out 2 bow shots. Oh, why is it doing it through there? All right, I'll treat him as scimitars. It's the same damage. 18 connects, 19 connects, dealing 5 and 6, so 11 points total, which takes that last one out.
Yay!
And what's left in response kind of bubbles and starts to almost discorporate. The scions do. The Kraken priest remains behind as what looks to be like a humanoid that has evolved or been mutated to be able to be amphibious. And each one of these creatures was wearing a pendant. And the pendant
A mother pendant?
Well, it's tough to say, but it's got they've each got a very unique looking stone that looks kind of like a bluish colored moonstone. It's got
Is
the
it
same.
magical?
Those aren't each of the pendants that these things are wearing isn't magical, but they are definitely a piece of identifying jewelry. And
So how many of them were there?
there was 10 of them total. So you've got 10 pendants, blue moonstone pendants, off of these scions. The Kraken priest itself, or the priest, I should say, has it does not dissolve and kind of discorporate on the deck of the ship, and has a sharkskin pouch that has got an amount of coins on him, a couple of pearls, and a very nice looking trident.
I cast detect magic on the pile.
The trident is magical.
Nice. What about was he wearing any armor?
The Kraken priest was not. What you can see is that while he looks humanoid, in addition to gills to being amphibious, its flesh was hardened, almost like the flesh of a shark.
It's too bad I can't wield those. That trident would make an addition to my collection. Seem to be collecting those.
Indeed.
Anybody wish to fight with a trident?
Are you the only one who can
You're
wield
the only one
it?
who could wield it.
Because
They're strength-based weapons. No,
I'm
it's
not a
versatile.
I'm not a strength-based fighter.
Yeah.
Bard.
I like my maul.
Yeah. Stacy could potentially wield it. The Goliaths or Kira could use it. Kira's not really fond of tridents, and the Goliaths are more happy with their great axes.
I mean, if it's
Does
magical,
anybody
we could certainly
have
it.
a bag of holding, or are we bag of holding less?
I don't think we have a bag of holding.
You do not have a bag of holding yet.
Okay.
I bet the shark skin bag holds pretty good, at least in the water.
it's a sack. It's not going to hold a trident.
Coin pouch.
It's a
How
coin.
many coins are we talking here?
You go through it, and it seems like there's only about 20 gold pieces in it, but there are a pair of pearls inside of it as well.
Can any of the goblins wield the trident?
Aethor
They
could
all got
potentially.
together.
The trident isn't necessarily that long, so it's basically kind of like a pole arm for one of them.
I think we should divide the 20 gold pieces between the 3 kids. They did really good.
It is up to you.
I mean, there's 3 of them, 20 gold pieces, so like 4 each.
6 each would be, with some left over.
6 each would be 18 with 2 gold left over.
Yeah.
I think they did really good. I think they deserve it.
Well, if the group is okay with that, I
I
will
mean,
mark
it's
them
up
that
to
they
you
each
guys.
get 6 gold.
Because I mean, that's what 5 gold each for us. For 20 gold pieces.
It'd be 4 gold each for you guys.
Yeah, so 4 gold for each of us. I'm willing to give my 4 gold to the little goblin, or 6 gold to the goblin.
Well, we shelled out a lot of money to outfit them, so
That is true. Carrying charges.
I feel like
Reimbursement.
until like they're with us long enough to like recoup expenses, so
Good
to
idea.
say.
Yeah. So next time. So this will be their reimbursement.
All right.
Talking their pay. He owes his soul to the company store.
Yeah, they're indentured servants now.
Okay, so I will add 4 gold pieces. So
4
everybody
gold
add 4
each.
gold.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to sleep. Because
And
I'm
then
tired.
whoever, I mean, I'm assuming a couple of our spellcasters use pearls.
But they're not.
Probably.
It's not like it wouldn't be handy to keep them around.
Yeah, so,
Keep them. Yeah.
somebody who uses them or whatever will take them.
Well, they're loot worthy. If somebody gains the ability to cast Identify, somebody will have to keep one around just to be able to
Okay.
cast Identify that doesn't get consumed by
So
it.
pearls are like,
So-
what's the monetary value on those?
Each pearl is worth about 100 gold. So you've got 2 pearls worth 100 gold each. And the
I'm
trident
gonna
is
put those in their inventory.
some type of magical capabilities. You don't know what yet. Because you don't have somebody who can cast Identify yet. So. And with that, hold on, let me see here. Squish it down the stat box.
He does have a jeweler's kit, so I'll take the pearls if nobody else wants to carry them.
Sure,
Oh,
that's fine.
we're going to turn them into gold when we get back.
Yeah, we'll do that. Put them in my inventory though, just so they're there.
You can, in fact, do that when you get back. All right. So, with
Do we
that,
want- We want to
Do
do
we have a
any
party inventory
healing?
sheet somewhere?
I'd like to go to sleep soon. It's 10:30. It's
Yes,
like an
it is.
hour later than I was expecting to play.
yes, the combat went a little deep. So, we're going to assume that you're going to be able to get a long rest because this happened at night.
Yay.
They are not going to bother you, so feel free to take your long rest. And this was a pretty intense battle in your first encounter with the actual forces of the Mother, so you can also level up your characters,
Ooh.
getting you up to level 5.
Well, fine,
Nice.
thank you. Now, what about next game?
Next game. 1 second. Where did
That would be January 14th.
January 14th. I have got nothing going on, so I'm good for the 14th. So I assume we are playing.
That would be my guess.
So January 14th is next game session. So for that, happy New Year's to everybody that's watching.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New
And-
Year.
Happy New Year's.
With that, from everybody here at Border Kingdoms Adventures and the TTRPG Geezer, namely myself, Stay safe. Stay healthy. Roll some dice. Just don't do it on my lawn, you damn kids. And we'll catch you next time. Later.
Here.
All right.
Bye.